Welcome back to the classroom. It's time for another study session with GAAP Dynamics. Grab a seat and let's get started.
All right, we're going to look at a case regarding restructuring provisions. Now, it's important to note that the term restructuring provision is not included anywhere in U.S. GAAP. They refer to it as exit or disposal cost, and that is governed by ASC topic 420. So really what we're going to do is we're going to look at a case facts and really determine, should the company accrue a provision, accrue a liability at year end? So go ahead and take a look at those case facts, and we'll come back and debrief.
On December 31st, 20X1, Fox Incorporated publicly announced a major restructuring plan calling for layoffs and termination of its operations in New York. Fox's detailed formal plan outlines the following costs. 1. Contract cancellation penalty of $100,000, which relates to a contract with Mouse Incorporated, who provided Fox's employees at the New York location with daily catered meals, snacks, and beverages. Fox intends to formally notify Mouse Incorporated on January 2nd, 20X2, that the contract will be terminated. 2. Costs associated with Rabbit, a cleaning service company that kept the New York location spotless and shiny. Fox was in the middle of a 5-year cleaning contract that prohibited a cancellation. Fox will be moving out of the New York location on January 31st, 20X2, and the service runs through December 31st, 20X4. The present value of the remaining service payments is $100,000. 3. $3 million of relocation costs for personnel moving from New York to Vermont to be relocated in 20X2. And 4. $5 million of relocation costs for inventory and office equipment moving from New York to Vermont to be relocated in 20X2. What costs can Fox record for its 20X1 year-end financial statements for its restructuring provision?
Okay, so under ASC topic 420, we are going to accrue a liability for exit or disposal costs when a liability is incurred. Okay, so only when it's incurred. It is not enough for an entity to have a plan. It's not enough for management to approve a plan. We actually have to meet the definition of a liability in accordance with the FASB concept statement number 6. So let's take a look at some of these case facts. So Fox has this detailed formal plan. Management's approved it, but remember, that's not enough to incur a liability. So let's look at some of these costs. The first one, the contract cancellation penalty. It was $100,000, which relates to a contract with Mouse, who provided employees with daily catered meals. Fox intends to formally notify Mouse on January 2nd, 2000X2 that the contract will be terminated. So how much can Fox accrue related to this? The answer is none. None of that contract cancellation penalty. Why? Because they haven't canceled the contract yet. Once they cancel the contract, which we say is on January 2nd, then and only then can they recognize a liability for that. So no liability for Fox at December 31st, 2000X1. Okay, we have another one. We have a cleaning service contract with Rabbit. Keep the office nice and shiny. Now, they can't cancel this contract, right? But they still have to pay it. So there's some sort of, it seems like a liability there, right? The present value of the future cleaning service payments. Well, in this case, can we recognize a liability? The answer is no. Why? Because it's only when they no longer receive any benefit. The problem is, in our case facts, Fox has not vacated the premises yet, right? So they haven't vacated the premises. So it's only once they vacate the premises and the premises is empty, and now I'm paying a cleaning service for an empty office, that has no benefit to me. So once Fox completely moves out, then and only then can they recognize a liability for the present value of the future cleaning services. But how much liability at December 31st, 2000X1? 0. Then we have these relocation costs. We have $3 million relocation from personnel and $5 million relocation of office equipment. So it's $8 million of relocation costs. When can I recognize those? When they meet the definition of a liability. When do they meet the definition of a liability? Guess what? When I actually relocate people. See, the problem with booking it early, I could decide, I'm going to book it as of December 31st, and then on January 1st, hallelujah, I don't have to close this office. Well, guess what? I'm not going to move them then. I would have booked a liability in advance, and that would not be in accordance with GAAP. So at the end of the day, what is the result of this? All of those costs are accruable at some point, but the liability at December 31st is actually zero. We hope this has helped you understand exit and disposal costs under ASC Topic 420. There's many more things to talk about with regards to restructuring provisions. We didn't even get into termination benefits, but if you have any questions about exit costs, termination benefits, be sure to give us a call.
Thanks for coming to class. We hope you learned something new, and we'll see you in the next session.